Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today I have I don't know if it's a dazzled or disappointed, just really wanted to come on here and give you my thoughts on the Kylie Cosmetics blush, bronzers, and highlights. I don't know why I had a hard time thinking of that. Several of you had asked me because y'all know that I am kind of tried and true to Kylie Cosmetics. Hers is one of my favorite makeup brands. I am rarely disappointed when it comes to her products, and so those of you who are interested in the brand usually will ask me if I've tried something, if I've ordered something, and so I don't get a whole lot of interest on this brand on my channel, but for those of you who did ask about this, I thought I will put a video out there, and that way if there are others with the same question, then this will help answer it for you too. So I did pick up several of the highlighters, blushes, and bronzers from her new launch and have been using them quite a bit and really have thoughts and comparisons for you. So her launch consisted of, I don't even remember, I didn't pull it up on my phone, but her launch consisted of about 6 blushes, about 6 highlighters, and probably 6 or 7, bronzers, blushes, and highlighters. Anyways, so what I did, I didn't pick up everything. You know, sometimes it's easier to pick up the whole bundle. You save a few dollars if you want everything in her bundle, but I already knew a lot of the bronzers would be too deep for me. I already knew that I didn't want all the highlighters. I already owned one from a prior launch. And anyways, so I kind of picked what I wanted. And so I picked up 3 of the highlighters for reference. I picked up Ice Me Out, Princess Please, and Queen Drip. And then I picked up 2 of the bronzers. I picked up, let's see, Tequila Tan and Toasty. And then lastly, for the blushes, that's what I picked up the most of. And I actually regret not picking up one. I picked up Baddie on the Block, Rosy, We're Going Shopping, and Kitten Baby. And then there's one called Close to Perfect that I kind of regret not picking up, maybe down the road. I don't believe these are limited edition. So these, for reference, are very similar to what she's been releasing as far as format or packaging in her recent launches. So for example, this is still in the box. Let me take it out. But this is Winter Kissed, which was the blush from her Christmas launch. So basically the same type of packaging. Obviously this one's blue, this one's pink, but this seems to be the direction she's going, which I like very, very much. For reference, prior highlighters that she had released came in this cardboard packaging. So definitely an upgrade, and I think it looks really sleek. It's not cheap looking, it's not cheap feeling. It just is really, really nice. And so let me first off go through grabbing swatches for you so that you can see what these look like as far as the ones I picked up, and then I can kind of give you comparisons based on what she has released in the past and tell you how I like this particular formula. So I will be right back. Let's start off with the highlighters. So right here we've got Princess Please, we've got Queen Drip, and then Ice Me Out. Queen Drip is one I didn't know if I was going to purchase because it looked kind of deep in the stock photo, but I ended up going out on a limb and picking it up, and I'm glad I did because it definitely was not too dark for my skin tone. I am a light medium for reference, and so that definitely was okay, and I'm wearing it today for reference as well. I find it to be kind of one of the lesser metallic intense shades. And so here is what we've got going on. So Princess Please, Queen Drip, and Ice Me Out. And I find from the 3, Ice Me Out to be the most intense, but it's also the lightest. So keep that in mind if you are a deeper skin tone than I am. So let me grab the swatches for the blushes, and I'll be right back. Next up, we've got the blushes. So here we've got Rosy, which is the deepest one. We've got We're Going Shopping. We've got Kitten Baby, and then we've got Baddie on the Block, which is a little bit more of a pinky toned. So that's what we've got going on there. And let me swatch them for you. Now, I have found that the way they swatch ends up looking very light, and I don't find that to be the case once I start applying it with a brush on my skin. So I want to point that out. This one obviously swatches still very, very rich, but for the others I want to point out that little tidbit because, as I have mentioned before, a swatch to me cannot dictate the performance of a product. You can have something that swatches horribly, but then it's the best product you've ever tried. So just pointing that out. I am wearing let's see, what am I wearing? I'm wearing Kitten Baby today on my cheeks. So that is what I've got going on. You can tell it really shows up. Lastly, for the bronzers, we've got Toasty and Tequila Tan. Obviously, very, very similar. I find that Toasty has like a slightly more brown tone. I don't know if that sounds weird or not, but I find them to be very similar, and I find them to go on the skin very, very well. So here are these two, so Toasty and Tequila Tan. Obviously Tequila Tan being a little bit lighter, not too much, but it is what I'm wearing on my skin today, and I can tell you it gives me a very natural looking, not glow, but like warmth to my skin. It doesn't look like I tried to warm up my skin. It looks just very natural. It looks like that's how my skin is, which is obviously the point. It's what you want when you're trying to find a good bronzer. So those are the swatches of everything I picked up. So let's just go ahead and start with the highlighters, because you know highlighters are my thing. So first off, I kind of already mentioned something that like I wanted to point out, and that's Ice Me Out is the most metallic of the ones that I picked up. I also find that it's, of course, the lightest, but that's one thing I love about her highlighters is they're very metallic, very, very bold. I find that the other two are not as intense, so if you are looking for something that's a little bit more, not reserved, because I don't know that you'll ever find like reserved within Kylie highlighters, but if you're looking for something that's a little bit toned down from like the high wattage light bulb, then these are, especially Queen Drip. That's the one that I find to be the most toned down almost out of any highlighter I've ever used from Kylie Cosmetics. Now I am wearing it today and it may look pretty bold, but I am also wearing it over top of one of the highlighters in the wet set. So that is one reason it looks like extra amped up, but that is what I have found for the highlighters. Now, just for reference, her previous highlighters also were not my favorites, and so I can't remember if she released these prior to really getting into launching those limited edition highlighters. And so I remember when I first picked these up, I was like, oh, they're not what I had hoped they would be. Well, what's funny is that once I got past like the first layer, they became everything I wanted them to be. So for reference, I have Salted Caramel and Cotton Candy Dream, and these have quite the glow to them. They are very intense in the glow area. Very, very sheeny, and I can build them up very, very nicely. So these I like very much. They are not my favorites though, because again, she has just set the bar so high with the ones she has come out with. So for, as an example, the highlighting palette that she came out with, the Weather Collection, is probably one of my favorite highlighting palettes of all time. I think mine is kind of like, I've got a pan of product that's kind of loose, so I'm not really gonna put it, you know, tip it over. But this is such an amazing highlighting palette that once you use this, you never want to go back to like low wattage highlights. This, I don't understand, like it's so creamy, it's so intense, and if you have this palette, then you know exactly what I am talking about. These are so amazing. So this was not the only palette to really blow my mind as far as her limited edition highlighters. Her collab with Jordan, I love that highlighting palette as well. But just for reference, look how incredibly bright these are. Like the glow is real on these. Another one that I will point out to you is Snow Angel from her holiday collection. Super, super intense. Very, very sparkly, pigmented, very glowy. Like everything a highlighting queen would want. And so obviously, like, she sets the bar very, very high when it comes to highlighters. So there's really, I mean, like, whenever she comes out with highlighters, I just anticipate it's going to be the most amazing thing since sliced bread. Now, I, again, have found that these are not as intense as limited edition palettes and highlighters that she has released. They are still very pretty. So just keep that in mind if you are like me and you're like, okay, they're all gonna be super intense. I found Ice Me Out to be very intense and the other two to be a little bit less, a little bit more muted. not to say that I'm disappointed by them. It's just that they are not as intense as I had imagined them to be. Next up, let's go into the blushes. The blushes perform like a dream, and I am going to just right off the bat tell you, I'm not going to keep you in suspense. I'm going to right off the bat tell you that this has probably become one of my like top 3 blush formulas of all time. If not my top, I don't know. I feel like Tarte makes amazing blushes, and I feel like NARS makes amazing blushes. But honestly, this is giving those a run for their money, because I have never found a blush that just goes on so smoothly, so evenly, that doesn't look like I put blush, that looks like an actual flush to the skin. It's just so smooth, so easy to build up, so easy to work with, and the tones that she released are perfection. I love them so much. Now, again, I am light medium, and these suit my skin tone beautifully. There is a deep shade called Rosy that I know is going to suit many deeper skin tones beautifully. Now, I go in with this with a lighter hand, obviously, but my deeper skin tone ladies can go in with this, you know, just regular, and I'm sure it looks so beautiful on you. And so this one I go in with a little bit, you know, of a lighter hand, just so that I don't make myself look like a clown, because it's so deep, but it's also beautiful. Anyways, the blushes I just think are incredible. Now, I don't have anything to really compare the blush to, except for, and she has since re-released it in this new pink packaging, but the Winter Kissed shade that she released with her holiday collection was such a hit that she ended up re-releasing it. I find these blushes to be exactly consistent with this blush, also consistent with her Valentine's Day blush. So there is no like change in formula, there's no discrepancies. They all are performing exactly the same, and I love them. I hope she continues to keep coming out with blushes. I've never been more blown away by a blush, like first impression and using it like ongoing. I've not been more blown away with a blush product than I have with these. And I know that's saying a lot, especially because some people are very against buying her products, and you know, but I mean, honestly, I love her blushes and have not been able to stop using them. Last but certainly not least, I'm going to go into the bronzers. I also don't have anything at all to compare to, because I don't believe she's ever released bronzers before, unless I'm mistaken, and she released some when she first released these highlighters and blushes, which I had not picked up any of the blushes with this launch a couple years ago. But I don't think she had launched any bronzers. But so as far as expectations, I had never tried her bronzers, but knowing I love her powder products so much, I set the bar up here, because I figured these are going to perform so well if they are as smooth and as beautiful as her previous powder products have been. And especially because I had already tried a blush with the holiday collection that I knew I even love, like her face as far as blush products. So I kind of grouped this into that same category, and it did not disappoint. Like I said, these bronzers have given me such a way to warm up my skin without making it look like I'm wearing bronzer. Sometimes when I put bronzer on, if I accidentally go in with too much or something, it'll end up leaving like a darker spot in one area, and I'm like, I need to blend that out, because now it's looking like I legit put bronzer on my face. It's not looking like I'm just warmed from the sun. I know it sounds bizarre, but anyways, I'm weird sometimes. These have just, I don't know, like not that they've replaced other bronzers. I think these would give my, this is gonna sound weird, and I'm not meaning to offend anybody. If Hourglass is like your all-time favorite, I love Hourglass too, and the Hourglass bronzers have pretty much been my favorite bronzers ever since they released, what, 2, 3, 4 years? No, it's been more like 4 or 5 years probably. I use those so regularly because they give my skin such a beautiful radiance but warmth at the same time. These, it's like, for me, they are in the same category as those. The only thing is these don't have the radiance. These are just matte bronzers. I love them. I love using them. They're so easy to build up, so easy to smooth out on my face. And if I have not already posted my tutorial, it's going to go up this week. And I do use these products in that video, and you'll see how easy they are to apply, how beautiful they go on the skin. And again, I'm wearing it on my face. I'm wearing the Beauty Blender foundation, and I am obviously in a light medium shade, so that means I have to kind of warm up my skin a little bit. Usually when I wear my Huda foundation, I don't, because that one's a little on the deep side for me. But these bronzers just do it for me. I can't even, like, I don't know. And like I said, I don't have anything to compare to for you as far as a Kylie product on the bronzer side, but they are so stunning, so easy to work with, and I think they are absolutely a good buy for the money because they just work so well. The quality's there, the packaging is there, and I love every bit of it. So I hope you found this helpful. If you were kind of curious as to these new products, if you were kind of curious as to the launch, I know that like Kylie Cosmetics is a brand to where if you buy it, you buy it. You're locked in. There is no returning or anything, and I get that. It's harder to commit to purchasing when you know that. I am always very confident with purchasing from her brand because, again, I love almost every single product she puts out, but not only that, I have in the past received a broken palette. All I had to do was send them a picture and an email. They shipped another one out right away. So I have found their customer service to be great. I have just felt very comfortable and confident ordering from their website. So I hope that helps you if you were curious about these and are in the market for some blushes, highlights, or bronzers. Okay guys, before I let you go, I want to give you the verse of the day. Today's comes from Proverbs 15:33, and it says, "The fear of the Lord teaches a man wisdom, and humility comes before honor." I hope you're having a most wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll consider subscribing if you're new to my channel. I'd love to have you as part of this YouTube family on this YouTube journey. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, if you enjoyed it, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Take care guys. See you next time.